Hi, good day everyone. Today we start with the third chapter of class 10 from the textbook First Flight. A chapter name is Two Stories About Flying, consisting of two short stories in itself. First we'll talk about his first flight, the story written by Liam O'Flaherty. This story is about young seagull, the birds which are usually found near the beaches or the coastlines. And this young seagull in the story was trying to gather all his courage and strength to fly for the first time as he was a baby. The day before, all his siblings had already flown and taken their first step to fly. But being afraid to fly, he sat there alone on the ledge watching others silently and timidly. And when he tried to flap his wings to take his first step to fly from the brink or the edge of the ledge, he got scared and frightened seeing the vast stretch of the sea below and took his steps back. Actually, the reason was that he was not confident at all about himself, and he thought that if he tried to fly, his wings would not support him and he would fall down in the deep sea and die. When you will read this chapter carefully, you will see that his parents also tried very hard to encourage him to take his first step to fly, but when the words of encouragement did not work, they even yelled on him or scolded him to give his first try to fly. Beside this, he had already seen his brothers and sister taking their first flight by rushing towards the brink of the ledge courageously and flying in the open sky beautifully. So, after few hours of trying to help the young seagull to fly, his parents gave up, and in utter frustration they flew away to the other children who were trying very hard to fly up in the sky. Being dejected, sitting all alone on the ledge, the young seagull was looking at all the activities and the movements of his parents, proudly flying with his siblings, teaching them the art of flying, swimming and diving. In the sea, for the fish and cackling proudly when one of the child came up with their first catch. And as the day started to become darker and the sun set, he went back to sleep in his shelter with rejection and feeling sad for his failures for not taking his first step to fly. Early next morning, he saw his entire family sitting on the plateau on the opposite cliff. It seemed to him that they were trying to laugh or mock at him on his cowardice, and as the sun started rising above the horizon, the young seagull started feeling very hungry because he hasn't eaten anything since yesterday. He tried to throw various tantrums to attract his parents towards him, that he was fast asleep and nothing bothered him. But his pretensions were of no success, as he was unable to gain the attention of his parents. After some time, trying hard to attract, he was able to have the attention of his mother, who was eating a fish. So he started sharpening his beak and gave signals to his mother that he was starving as he has not eaten anything since last night. Mother Seagull, seeing his child struggling, picked up the fish, laid at her feet and flew closer to him, and without giving the fish to him, she retreated back up high in the blue sky as if she was trying to tempt him. So the young seagull could gather all his strength and courage to catch the fish and fly high. And this act of his mother surprised the poor seagull, and maddened with hunger, he ran towards his mother to catch the fish, and so took a plunge from the ledge and fell outwards in the open space with a loud scream. Finding himself in open sky for the first time, he thought that he was going to die, but to his utter surprise, his small wings supported him and opened up, and he started flying smoothly with the gusty winds, and it made him very happy. Seeing the young seagull flying, other members of his family came towards him cackling with the words of appreciation and encouragement, and joined him in the first flight. Still being scared to float on the surface of the green sea as the other seagulls were swimming, this time without losing his faith in himself and without any hesitation and fear, he made his first attempt to dive in the sea for his first catch, and this decision of him was a huge success and not a failure. So from the story, students will learn a lesson that sometimes parents' strict action are only for the welfare of the students, and the moral we find in the story is failures are the stepping stones to success. Thank you.